What is up? How the hell are you, man?
I'm doing alright, how are you?
Well, I could do better. Yeah, I could have won that last match, but it is what it is. You, 2 times in a row, man. What the hell?
Yeah, for Friday at least. 4 times now undefeated for Sunday, Thursday, and then 2 Fridays now.
Well, we don't count Sundays. Whatever.
Yeah, a
But,
lot of
you
people
know what? You won the belt twice in a row. How the hell does that feel?
feel pretty good.
Yeah. Well, let's, what are you playing, so good? It is absolutely absurd.
I'm playing Phantom Knights right now.
No.
I mean, there's some spice in there that kind of helps with it, but it kind of helps you grind as well. That's why I'm playing it, but as a lot of people are, they're just throwing in eldlich, so that's kind of what I did.
Well, it seems to be working. Well, let's see this, buddy.
Alright, starting off, you got 3 torn scales. This is your main starter, other than tour guide. This and a good discard is like everything. It gives you full combo. Other Fam Knights, you got 2 boots. Don't really need the third one. You don't try to grind that much. Honestly, it doesn't even come up that you have to grind it all the time. It's only some cases that you do. 1 cloak, 1 glove, 1 stain greaves. These are all 1-ofs because this is kind of part of the combo. This kind of helps you play through the Nibiru is the gloves. You'll send this with off Cherubini if you open tour guide. Or you can use it as an extender if you need to, or like if you don't get Nibiru, you can send this and get your wings and stuff. It's nice. This is also another target for the Cherubini to help get things out of your hand if you want them. This is basically another extender all around. So if you open the boots and you don't need to search it, you can search this off the cloak, and then this is just another basically boots. Cloak, you'll summon them off for the gain and then also to search, so you only need the 1. Triple Tour Guide, the other starter. You only have the 2 starters really mainly in the deck, and that's the Torn Scales and the Tour Guides.
Why aren't those ulties?
Because I'm poor and I can't find them. Well, honestly, it's not that. It's very hard to find tour guides. I can only find like 1, maybe 2 at a time, and I don't really want to pick them up unless it's a playset or I'm getting a decent deal. So
Alright,
it's kind of to go with the tour guides is 1 of the Graph and Seer. Don't need Libic, don't need Sabers because they suck. You can honestly, even if you open these, it still works because of the torn scales. You just pitch it when you have the Cherubini out, so then you'll have it all accessed anyways. The other extenders, Kagamucha, Wheeler, and then the Dangers. Kagamucha is fantastic because it chain blocks the tour guide. Also gives you a guaranteed level 3 to go with your torn scales if you open that, or even if you have the rest of it. This almost always guarantees your access to it. Same with these. Like all of these are almost always guaranteed level 3s on board. The only bad thing about the Wheel Eater is it's an Earth, but honestly it doesn't even matter because you just need it for the Cherubini play half the time. The hand traps I'm maining is Triple Droll. I'm not really playing anything else in the main deck. Don't really need it. This is for Drytron, Virtual World. That's really mainly it. That's the only thing that I really don't want to like really grind against or struggle against because they can make really good boards and they keep going and going. Like the recurrence is insane. So like this just stops it first turn, so I can just kill them or just set up my board. To go with it, the Red Eyes Dark Magician and the Red Eyes Fusion.
Gotta have the combo.
Yeah, this is just so free in the deck, honestly. Like, even if you open bad, you just do this, or even if you get Nibiru and don't have the extender to keep going, you can just land on Verte, and half the time it's still solid because you'll have other things to back it up, like the eldlich package or Fog Blade, stuff like that. It's also really nice. Well, I'll get to it later in the extra deck. Yeah, triple droplet. This is
Free
almost
discard.
yeah, it's free discard, but also this helps you deal with Vanity's Ruler and VFD, and you do play the trap cards to remove for the Chuchi, so then they can't chain the Chuchi to the VFD, so it kind of works out well. Yeah, double talents. These don't aren't really needed. Sometimes it's cool to have. Just lets you see more cards. Or if they do hand trap you and you already have everything you need, you'll just rip a card from them, make it worse for them.
Yeah.
Also to stop Drytron, because that's probably the worst matchup, honestly, is Drytron, because it can get kind of intense sometimes. So Book of Moon to help with the ruler and whatnot. This also stops a lot of decks from playing. If you open this first turn, they don't have to get rid of it. You just set this, and half the time it puts in a lot of work. They can't use it for Link Summon, nothing like that, so this is fine. The one Rhoda searches your whole PK engine. This also searches your Kagamucha Knight, so you can chain block your tour guide if you have it, or whatever. You can search stuff that you can discard for your Nightmare package, things like that. Triple Fog Blade, One Wings. These are your interrupts and also your extenders because they're Monster Reborns as well. These things are insane. Like, honestly, sometimes you'll have both of these and you'll just end up with more interruption if you don't have to use both of them on your turn to do your combo, which is really nice. Onto the eldlich. Got 2 Golden Boys. This is really standard. 2 Golden Boys, 3 Eldlins, 3 Sanguines, 3 Conquistador, and 2 Aquero. This is very standard. Honestly, like this could even change up. I end up citing this half the time if I know I don't need it. I just like it going first because if they do end up breaking your board, this helps you grind longer if you don't have like the access to Rusty or like the follow-up turns. This helps you grind longer until you get that access to your cards that you need to win. So that's why I like these a lot. They're also great discard fodder for your Torn Scales. That's why I like these so much. And also the Eldlin is bait for the Ash, so you don't get Ash on your Tour Guide or your Torn Scales almost. And even if it doesn't get Ash, it's great because you have your discard fodder. If not, you can also search your Eldlich so you can remove things that you need removed. These are also more removal cards for Vanity's Ruler. It's really nice. Like I said, the traps also facilitate the droplets for the Chuchi. That's another reason why I like it in here.
Alright, well, let's see that extra deck.
Extra deck is kind of weird.
You don't say.
Cherubini, this is kind of your starter to be able to access everything. This thing is really clutch half the time, because even if you leave it on field, you can access it every turn to dump one, which is really nice. Your Rusty, standard, like it has to be played. This helps you grind your PK engine and also get everything that you need almost. And like I said, you can half the time I play through Nibiru's, I play through a lot of hand traps, Yamas, stuff like that. It does not matter almost. Got Link Spider. He's just for the Eldlich stuff and also Nibiru token, because if you don't have the extender or the Nibiru, you can always just land on Verte and it's usually fine. IP, this is basically if you have enough extenders, you can land on the IP as well as like your full board, so then you can make your Unicorn or Goddess. This thing came up so many times today, and it was really nice. It helps against Eldlich when they can't be destroyed by card effects. Like when they revive from grave, you'll just link it off. Or you'll use it for ultimateness. You can use it for anything big that you can't just get over easily. Just link it off. And plus is a negate, wipes the board, and then also has the grave negate. The last one is Verte. This thing is actually super nice because even after you use its first effect to get or the second effect to get the Dragoon, you can use this for your Eldlich traps and your Eldlich itself to make them dark. This actually came up with me today, where I just made Verte first turn because I didn't have enough to do my Rusty play and everything and then land on everything. So I just made this, and then second on their end turn, I summoned my Conquistador, made it dark on my turn, so I made my Rusty play after I already used this for my Dragoon. And super nice. The one Dragoon, of course. Now, Exes, got 2 Break Sword, 1 for first turn and combo. Also, you can go through 2 easily going second or turn 2, you'll just use it to wipe the whole board, basically. Levier can be part of combo. Also, it's nice to recur your stuff, like your one-ups, like your cloak, ragged gloves, stuff like that. This is honestly not necessary, but sometimes it comes up. You'll make Dante to mill if you don't have everything you want. You can mill eldlich stuff. You can mill more PK stuff. It's really nice. Also, like if you do this, you can link this off. Like you'll end up having. Normally, when I do this, I'll have the Levy and the Dante, and I'll make these to make the Verte. And the Dante will actually give me my seer back. And then for the Dragoon, you can pitch the seer to add back or to special summon your Cherubini back or make your Dante back, and then you just keep doing it, cycling. It's really nice. For your rank up play the Evil Swarm. This is for turn 1, and also if like you simplify the board, you can make this, and it actually helps. It comes up a lot. It's just double book moon basically. Because turn 1, you'll make the break sword, pop it with the rusty, summon them back as level 4s, make this. It's 2 interrupts basically, and it helps nice. Going second, you can just bring it back into the Raiders Knight. Raiders Knight, go back down into the break sword, and then pop again. So you're ending up, because you'll normally have the rusty play, so you'll just pop 3 cards basically, because you'll do rusty, break sword, and then you'll still have 2 monsters to follow it up with, which is really nuts. And in case you just want a game ender or like have grinded too much, the Ark Rebellion, you'll just do the Raiders Knight. This thing is just insane because you just one-shot people. This actually came up again today. Like, a lot of people don't see this, so they're just like, okay, well, he's almost out of resources, I'm just dealing with Eldlich, and then you just summon this thing and just kill him. They're just like, oh, okay. Like,
It works. Awesome, man. I love it. Let's see the spicy side.
Side isn't that spicy, I would say.
The lackluster side.
Yeah, play Triple DD Crow. It's pretty nice. Hits Eldlich, Drytron, Virtual World, like anything like really relevant right now. This hits a lot of it. Same with the Skullmeisters; these come up a lot. These were Lancias before, and Lancias just wasn't enough for me. I never wanted to side it in. It was trash when I did, so I just scrapped it and just played Skullmeister. These actually came up a lot more and helped a lot. Removal is Double Twister, 1 Duster. I have not sided these in like 3 weeks, and I just leave them just to be safe kind of deal. But these honestly could probably be different hand traps or something. I don't know. I like them in here. I'll just leave them. These still discard a card, which can access your engine sometimes. Triple evenly. This going second, or basically just going second. I mean, sometimes like they'll make you go first, surprisingly, and you'll just set this for Cherubini to protect it. Anything. If this comes up, because this is blowout card, and then you just end up establishing your whole board. If you know you're about to go first, play anti-spell. This card is insane because honestly, my idea behind this is they can't just board wipe you. They can't like Harpy's Feather Duster. They can't Lightning Storm. It forces them to blind use their Cosmic Cyclones or their Twin Twisters. They just use it blind. They just know that this is going to be one of the cards, which is fine because normally you'll have like a full back row or at least like 2, 3 Fog Blades on top of the anti-spell, and then you'll have your full board. So this just helps you not get blown out or talents steal your Dragoons and stuff like that. So then you just like ensure the lock that you just win.
I like it, man. Well, you got any shout-outs for me?
Shout-outs to Dan and my locals, Rivals Gaming, best locals I've been to. I've been to a lot in the Indiana region, Chicago, some in Michigan. This is, I have to say, the best. The people are great, the workers, Dan himself, the other players and whatnot. Shout outs to my team Effective. Kind of newer, but we've been doing a lot actually here lately. Like showing out and whatnot. Shout outs to my dude Austin over here. Yeah, that's really about it.
Well, congrats again, and hopefully this streak continues.
All right, thank you.